It's on! Bravo!
From the base game, so I can buy certain items much earlier than intended.
There's one special strats on the one. If you saw, he basically bought and exit the shop at the same time, and that basically he never stops. He can just buy and exit, and he doesn't have to wait all the way to use exit after.
So that's a little. I think that's enough explanation about like general stuff for now, and we're on to a. It's called the Mausoleum. It's probably the most boring level in this entire game. uh,
Yeah, so there's 24 ghosts. If you count, you can go like a second faster, but actually it's kind of RNG. Like it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, it's really boring. It's just barring the ghosts pretty much.
Yeah,
There's
it's
no
for how
much
simple
not
this
here.
level is. There is so much variation. Like, for some reason, the level won't end even if you get all the parries, and sometimes it will end instantly, which can save you which can like cost you like a good 2 seconds if you're really unlucky.
Yeah. Yeah, no joke. If you parry the last boss, it can be literally instant, or it can wait like a second. It makes no sense. Okay, so now we're going to. I disagree, but let's continue. Basically, when you get to Isle 2, I mean, at DLC Isle,
Oh,
just by doing nothing, you get the cookie, which is a charm, and you can just use it right away. And you can use Chalice in every level, plane level, run level, and she's broken. She has 4 HP. If you're on the ground, you can, instead of dash, you can roll, which is basically a smoke bomb. You don't receive any damage doing that. And she has double jump. Her jump is a little bit more short than Cuphead, but she has 2, so she can jump way more higher than Cuphead.
Yeah, and Chalice is a result of you equipping the cookie that you just on, by the way. So,
Yeah.
dude, no
and
knees.
if used correctly, Chalice will basically trivialize the entire game. If used correctly, that is.
Yeah.
Now, if you have seen a few speedruns of DLC plus base game, you might have seen Lobber Spread as a weapon combo, but Quincy is going to go for Charge Spread, which is a bit of a handicap combo, but Quincy is a very, very good runner with Charge Spread. He actually was the first runner to get an 11 OX time on just DLC, which is an impressive feat. Let's see if we can pull it. Actually, because
Oh,
he
and
doesn't
this
have like.
is the
Yeah, so
coolest trick in the run. Well, second, if we get the other one.
yeah, so Charge is a little bit slower, but it's like 20 times more consistent than Lover. So it's kind of debate. Also for for base game, charge is a little bit faster most of the time, so it's kind of hard to tell. You can do whatever you want actually. And if you saw that glitch, he basically like EX and dash and the game bug, and he can do that and just keep shooting as long as he doesn't get hit or he doesn't parry anything, which is not that hard.
Yeah, the glitch is called the jump roll. To like, as a little nod to the glitch in Donkey Kong, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know which one's it. One of the Donkey Kong games.
One of them. Oh, and one interesting fact about this fight is that when you can see the human slash wizard and the golem at the same time, their hitboxes are colliding, so you can deal double damage. And what Quincy went for there was a charge up and a charge EX at the same time, which basically does double damage on both the little things he did.
Yeah.
Just very neat trick.
Yeah, so now this is one of the biggest part of RNG. He can either do one more attack and he will die before changing side, or he can change side. That's just RNG and loses like 2 seconds.
You had to say it, Fabrics.
Wait, what?
It's like you have to say it, and he gave the RNG.
Yeah, I should just not say.
Another bonus little time save at the end of these little scoreboard things is if you hit the right frame on the little skill level stars, they'll both appear at the same time, saving about half a second, which is, it's basically RNG, but it's not. We just don't like to admit that we have a skill issue.
Yeah, like you can time it, but there's no much visual clue for it, so it's actually not human to use very consistent. You just know it's not possible. You just spam as fast as you can. Basically.
This RNG is so good.
I would
never mind.
like to take this boss as some time. I would like to take this boss as an example of why charge spread is so much more consistent and lava spread on certain bosses. If you take a look at this particular phase that's happening right now, it can be this turret spawn, and yeah, you can hit them to deal extra damage to the final phase. And what you do with lava spread is you try to set up a bunch of like little lobbers, which is basically what the gun is, and it's 50-50. Like it's a coin flip, whether you get the like crap to hit at all. But with charge, it's so much better.
Sorry, I don't know if you guys already mentioned this, because I haven't really been paying attention that much to what you guys are saying. But whenever you shoot a EX move in this game, the thing I've been doing is I've been pressing swap a certain amount of times with each EX I do, which is called a Calva swap. And would you guys like to go in on what that might be?
Yeah, Fabrics, you can go ahead and explain Calva swaps.
I have no idea. Nice. So when you press EX on plane levels or ground levels, the game like starts the animation of doing the EX, and that takes like, I don't know, half a second. Basically, the game doesn't let you shoot, but it allows you to change weapon like anytime. Except on plane levels, it's a little bit different, but on ground levels, you can change weapon anytime. And if you change weapon and you change back, you get the EX you wanted, and you also get like some extra shots, because when you swap weapon, it allows you again to start shooting. So every EX he's doing, he's changing 2 times weapon or 4, depending on what he wants.
Yeah, there are optimal amount of swaps you want to do, is depending on which EX, like the super move you want to use.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
On
and
plane levels is different because for that you only have one weapon until you get the bombs, which is an IL2, and there is no way to get it right now. So yeah, for now he's just doing basically no strat on the X's, he's using normally.
Dude, that fight was so good. Oh my god, was it a 1 flat? That was really good.
Yeah.
That RNG was insane. Oh, 101, that's still insanely good.
really good.
Dude, this run's too good. I need to chill.
Get the 1 flat, man.
I can't really hear you guys that well, so I'm just gonna hope you're not saying anything. But I heard Mark's laugh out of all things.
This next boss is it's got a pretty neat trick. When you're playing casually, there's a fake knockout in this boss, and that tends to get the players a lot of time, the casual first-time players. Actually, I'll just let you guys see it. Like Quincy, you better hit it.
Hey man, it's all up to the boss if it wants to let me do it. Also, I don't even know if I hit that charge shot.
but it is a super cool trick.
Okay,
if you
good,
do
okay,
manage
good.
it.
Okay.
So yeah.
If
do a
it's
little
at the
setup.
very top, I'm like guaranteed. Oh my god, that fight was so good. Was it a
so clean.
was it a 40 or that's a 40 or 39? Oh my god, that fight.
Okay, so little explanation.
Oh my god.
Basically, there's a fails knockout, and he basically goes to another phase, and there's no way to kill it fast. And there's 2 hitboxes lingering there, so with the charger, you can actually hit it and ended up killing the last phase before it even starts. So it saves like 3 seconds. It's actually huge.
Yeah, like
Dude.
the 39-second time he got there, I think it's like 1 second off the best possible time.
Yeah, and
Not
only
best-
one person's ever even gotten a 38, so those
Seven.
for viewers I mean a lot of you probably aren't tapped into the Cuphead community, but a 39 is basically like it's like a 10% or lower chance of happening. It's like you also have to play good and you also have to get really good last phase RNG. It's basically like the stars have to align. It's not like the most insane trick, but it's or this like insane time. But oh dude, I could have got away with that. But it's still like insane. Oh dude, that guy stole my kill.
Oh my god.
Right, but we are now at the final boss, who's Chef Saltmaker, who is Proclus actually the bad guy all this time.
Dude, what?
But,
This guy's the bad guy.
but like in the game sense, I feel like Chef Saltmaker is also the most like advanced boss that's been coded in the game.
Oh,
Like there's so many things like that are going on all like behind the scenes of the code. Like sometimes like most of the bosses in this game, like there is a lot of code going on, but in Chef there's just so many things going on that we probably couldn't even keep track.
Yeah. It, like, pretty much everyone says it's probably the hardest boss in the game, even more than Devil or just, I don't know, Phantom Express and Base Game, whatever. It's just
Dude.
insanely hard. 1220 on real time, that was really
oh,
good.
okay. So that was the DLC portion of this run, which is its own solo category. But we still have the entire base game to get through, except the
But yeah,
base
let
game
you
levels. Are
contribute.
Also, I don't know, cause so for this game we usually have a loadless timer, but I was looking at the time up there, and I don't know how close the loads are on this are close to my PCs, but that was like 9 seconds off my RTA PB, which is crazy. Dude, that 39 carried it.
Alright, so now we're going to the base game bosses, which are the base game bosses. But using Chalice actually allows us to do a lot of cool stuff and a lot of much faster as well. Oh, and we're not gonna attack the onion because we like onions, I guess. But what it does
too
is
fun,
it's
man.
gonna take your face, which is faster if you do it correctly. See if it does do it correctly though. Yeah, if you're playing on older patches without Chalice, normally you can't get a full spready eggs in there, but with Chalice's double jump, it's just you get free spready eggs all the time.
Basically, they made this character for little babies like me to play as. Thanks, Studio MDHR. Well,
All right,
that's the hardest boss
Nick?
in the run, guys. Glad we got that one out of the way. Really broke a sweat when I was running that one. No, but this one right here is no joke. This is probably one of the hardest fights in the run.
yeah, which is surprised because it isn't
Oh,
pretty
no.
early. So yeah, depending on what pattern they do, like the Frog Brothers do in the first phase, will most likely change how the entire fight goes. Alright, Quincy's going for a nice damage boost there. Let's see if he gets the trick. We are
I should
all
get it
waiting to
here.
see.
Yeah, the cool looking trick. I thought that was the coolest thing when I first saw it.
Now, if Quincy wants to go for a truly good time, he wants to get the one cycle
Oh,
final
come
phase.
on.
Or maybe not. It'll probably pretty. Yeah,
Nah,
there's
well,
3
that's-
possible patterns you can get from the final phase. Some patterns make it next to impossible, basically.
Yeah. It's very. Oh god, dude! I knew it was gonna happen. Nice. That was still pretty good, honestly.
So cleans up pretty well.
Yeah, you don't want those bulls twice. You don't even want them once, honestly. Okay, sub-minute. It's still pretty good. Now, if I was good and I got a good pattern, I could have saved about 10 more seconds there and got a sub 50. Well, no, I probably could have got a 50 because in that first phase, that the Croaks, the frog that spits all the flies out, he spits out a different amount of flies every fight. I think there's only a few certain amounts he can spit out. It's like 5, 7, 9 or something.
5, 6, 7, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know what it is, honestly. I've never really paid attention to the... Oh, dude.
Oh, okay.
This guy's like my worst enemy, I swear. Most underrated boss in this run.
Yeah, so-
One... yeah, you can tell.
This is a really short fight, but this is one of the hardest ones in the game. Like, it's really hard to keep track of the boss, and if you wanna go optimal, you wanna get all the spread damage you can, which is the red weapon is the highest DPS in the game. So it's really hard to actually optimize this boss.
Oh yeah, and speaking of charge shots, because charge is such a flow weapon that packs such a powerful punch,
Oh my
missing
God.
just one will cost you so much time.
Yeah.
Guys, now is not the time to laugh at my times, okay? Please, hold back your laughter. Yeah, now we got
Alright,
that
now-
guy out of the way. This is a very controversial boss because it sucks. Because if you don't play risky, then you are going to lose too much time. And also, you look like a wimp if you don't play risky. Oh yeah, and I unequipped the Chalice charm because her spread bullets aren't very good on this fight, unlike Mugman and Cuphead's narrow bullets, just because you have to be all up and close on her face, and that's just no fun. That's just harder for everybody. Slower as well, so where's the fun in that?
Yeah, I mean, Chalice does more damage, but her reactions are not really good. It's not compared to Cuphead, so
I
with
think
the
the
strat that we have right now. Oh, was it?
Oh, never mind. I
Oh my
thought
God.
because Quincy got how many ticks on the...
Yeah, that was
on
I
the-
saw that. That was crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
thought he skip it, skip the Sagittarius completely, but didn't
Aw.
happen.
so what I'm trying to do is the way she moves, and if I shoot my EX, I could get to where my EX can get stuck on if she's going up or down, and I can get a bunch of ticks with my EX and dealing a ton of damage. Same thing for right here, actually, unless I get a nuke. Okay. These UFOs, they have their own hitboxes, and since they're in Hilda's, they just fuse together, and... Whoa, what the... Okay, never mind. I just so much over damage. Alright, that was a really good fight with a... I don't know if you guys saw, but there was a... She shoots at a tornado. Has like a guaranteed like 2-second time loss or so, because you have to go around it, and that's no fun.
Alright, now we're heading on to the final boss of Aisle 1, Shiny Carnation. Yeah, not much to say about this boss except there's one particular pattern that will give you some... that will
Forbidden
give you-
pattern. Actually, Seeds is the pattern Mark's talking about, and we didn't get it, but it's really not that bad for Chalice. It's mostly bad for like the other like main category of this game, just because the weapon combo is different, and the weapon combo in that category is not as, like ranged as charge and spread are.
Oh yeah, definitely. Most of the main category use the two shortest range weapons in the game, and you can see how that's gonna play out in the run. Oh, okay.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Okay. Well, that was a weird fight. What? That was a 38? Okay, that's a really good time.
Nice.
Very solid. No deaths so far, which is surprising because aisle 1 is usually like the hardest aisles, honestly. Even though it's supposed to be like the beginner easy aisle. But now we're making our way. No, sorry, Mark, you go.
And so now we're heading on to the second aisle, which
That's what I was gonna
which
say.
I feel it is one particular
Oh,
boss,
whoops.
which
What?
that's
That's
good.
intended, guys. Don't worry. Tactical controller disconnect. Wink, wink.
Yeah, well, that's all I'm saying. There is one boss, this clown boss that has a pretty, like, it takes like 20 seconds if done really, like, if done optimally, and it used to be pretty easy to get in older patches, but because we are playing on the most recent patch, I'm not sure if we are going to get it or not. It's like basically luck and more luck.
Okay, this is pretty good. As long as we didn't get that gumball machine last, then we should be in the clear, because that guy is no fun to get last, because Baroness, she has like a gun attack that she can do, but if you kill her last mini-boss fast enough, she won't do it, and the problem with that attack is that it puts a hurt box on the boss, and it just eats up like half your damage. It's just no fun.
Also, while she is doing the gun, she doesn't actually take damage. Oh, a little scoreboard thing I want to talk about earlier. I want to talk about. As Quincy mentioned earlier, there are star skips where you skip the star animation, take like half a second. There are similar skips, well, quote-unquote skips that are like similar in that fashion. So if you get a 0 out of 3 on whatever part of the scoreboard, you will save basically the same amount of the star skip.
Aww.
Oh, that's
Aww.
Oh yeah, that's really
Double
unfortunate.
gun is a pattern.
Yeah. But,
Okay, this is actually pretty
now,
good. Or not bad. It could be worse. I've seen worse
now-
fights.
Is there milk strats? Nice.
Shut up. This guy's my commentator. Oh, I didn't get the parry.
The joke here is that using a 5-card nuke loses you real time, and it is less damage than using 5 EXs. But it is so
Yeah.
much consistent.
Well, we'll get to why, or what the alternate shred is when we get to Jimmy, because I actually do that thing you are so talking about in Jimmy and Kala, Maria.
Yeah, let me just explain real quick. If you swap weapons like on the ground levels, like when you're doing the EX on the same frame, it's really hard to do consistent. You can keep shooting, but if you miss like 2, you're losing a lot of time. It's like really bad. Yeah, that's the thing. It's 10 times harder. It's less consistent, but it's like 2 seconds. It's actually insane.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm about to do it now, but so a lot of runners on plane levels in categories besides no major glitches use this strat called Luigi swaps, which is what Fabix was talking about, and a lot of people use keyboard because it's just so much easier to do these. I think it's like what, a 2-frame window to land these?
It's frame perfect, but there is a few other windows
Oh,
where you
dude,
don't.
we got the worst first phase. Also, if you couldn't tell, this game is way too RNG based for its own good. But it kind of puts the fun into it, because if this game wasn't RNG based and there was only like the good patterns, this game would probably be dead like last year. Maybe not, but it'd be much, much more optimized. Well, the records that we have are very optimized, I would say, but there's always like one bad RNG. There's never perfect RNG for a whole run.
Alright, but I wanted to mention that Quincy is playing on keyboard, but he's not playing all plane levels on keyboard because some plane levels are very, very difficult on keyboard. Like, yeah, a lot of things can go unexpected, especially with Quincy is such a good controller runner that he used an analog stick instead of like the keyboard, up, down, left, right shenanigans. But yeah, some of the simple, like, well, I say simpler, but they're not that simple. But
Dude,
yeah,
I think that might have been a 119 with no first phase parries. Oh yeah, that first phase we got no ping. Oh what? Okay, never mind. I'm way wrong. I can't even. I'm stupid. Don't listen to me. I'm a phony, guys. They just threw me in and threw me on stage and told me to do this run. But that first phase, there's like multiple different patterns. We could got cats, swords. Well, we got swords, but swords is the only one I think that. No, cats can also not have parries, but it's not very likely. Anyway, now we're going to the most interesting boss. This boss has a 20-second time save skip on it, but it is super RNG based on the current patches of this game, so we'll just have to see. I don't think we're good because of this pattern.
The history of this particular skip is it gets harder every time there's an update.
Dang. Really wanted to show that off.
Was dope.
Basically, it would just lock. He would just stay in his second phase the whole fight, and that's it. But it had like a bunch of like smoke and like particles. Oh wait, hold on, Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's
getting that one cycle is a pretty good thing. Like
yeah,
safe.
with the golden donkey is way hard to do that with, and especially since how the train was, it was all bad.
Alright, now we're in the final phase where the train is very fast and we don't want to die.
This boss has a final phase? I thought its final phase was the second phase. Oh no, I thought I didn't have a double jump.
But,
nice,
really
that was pretty good.
Final phase with Chalice. That tracking can save you a significant amount of time if you do it really well.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie, this is like not probably that far off of my actual PB, and it's RTA. So, dang. There's been some rough patches, but nothing like really that bad, honestly. This has been really solid.
Alright. Yeah, we can talk.
Alright, well, I was gonna say this fight consists of damage, and... Did I mention damage? A lot of damage boost. Oh, well, that one was intended. Yeah, RNG minute. Totally. Take my word for it. Oh, wait. Should I have done that? Yeah, I should have done that. Okay. That first phase pattern is so weird sometimes, I swear. You can never really tell what he's going to do. Like, you can do, like, just the right amount of damage where it'll transition into this phase. But sometimes you don't even know. Oh, my God. This fireball's going to be annoying. Sometimes I don't even jump at all. I don't know why that happens.
Yeah, I was going to mention that this boss is one boss notorious for its difficulty, especially for casual players.
Nice.
Oh, dude, that was so clean.
I was doing a practice fight earlier, and it was like, I swear, dude, I was like, whoa, that's a really good time. My best on that is a 48. Nice. This run's going too well. I need to die soon or something to throw this whole run off.
Alright, next boss is the second boss in a row that has randomized platforms, which we didn't mention in the previous boss, but this boss... Oh, March Dash, bro.
Shut up, Mark.
What is bro doing?
This is the first boss of the third isle in the game. This one is notoriously annoying for its platforms, but for Chalice's double jump, they really aren't a problem. Sometimes you can get really unlucky, and they can be, but most of the time you're fine.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So the first thing, the first thing you want to do is to get that guy down before he turns around, because he gotta get out of the screen to the second phase to start. Basically now there's a last phase, basically supposedly, but if you Cuphead just allows you to keep doing damage, and if you get the cycle like it's long enough and you do enough damage, you can actually kill her before she goes to the last phase. So that's what he's gonna try now. He got a really good RNG to do so.
Yeah, you're just gonna go crazy with all the damage boosting, and hopefully, if we are
Dang, I was about to say, I'm actually gonna die. Yeah, normally, I don't know, I think Fabrics was saying this. I can't hear him all that great, but, yeah, she usually has a phase at the end, a last phase, but, you know, we don't even need to see it, man. Like, they put all that hard work drawing it, hand by hand frame. Yeah, whatever, I don't want to see it. I don't even like airplane bees anyways, they're kind of stupid. Alright, this fight, another fight that sucks, like all the other ones, but we'll get through it. Now, this fight is... This is also a pretty notoriously hard boss, I would say. Especially, I feel like it's probably harder in speedrunning than it is in a casual playthrough, but also very difficult in a casual playthrough. A little too close.
Also
Okay.
In terms of speedrunning, at least, it has gone through so many changes in the strats that make it optimal.
Oh my god, this is great.
It is bad.
Also, the reason I took that intentional damage reduce on one of those bombs is because he could get in my way, and I'm probably going to get hit by him no matter what, so I just want to go ahead and take the hit from him.
Yeah, it's just a lot of like instant decision making from all the hours of practice he has. And I feel like I believe Prince is like 2,000 hours in now. Just
Yeah,
on
I think I
Steam.
just hit 2,000 there. Pretty recent.
And that's not even counting all the other consoles he has this game on.
Oh no!
No.
Right at the end. Whatever.
If
That
we
never
do
happened,
mention-
okay, guys? Just like cut a few. Just like give me a few minutes back, and it'll be okay. Just don't include the death, okay? It'll look more impressive.
But it's fine. It's fine if he dies in this boss. This is again a very very hard boss, notorious for its difficulty. Right. Ooh, okay, looking kind of good actually. Nice. We're in much better shape than the previous fight that didn't happen.
Yeah, this looks much better than the fight that I was just thinking about that actually didn't happen. Fight never happened, actually. I meant, there's no run. Okay. Oh, I wanted another parry to do more lethal damage on this guy. I meant, I don't want to hurt you. Okay.
Nice.
Great.
Oh, is Sally next? I believe
Sally is
right?
next, yes.
I keep.
The first star skip. That is a half-second time save. Yay! Half a second.
All right. For anyone who has ever watched someone fight Sally or have fought Sally themselves, you will know that the fight is very normal. Like the phases go on accordingly to the code.
Yes, like any other boss.
Yeah. But if Quincy can pull this trick off, which is not that hard, I believe. You just need to counter damage.
That's it, yep. Okay,
Oh,
now we
nice.
have skipped the entire second phase of this boss, and we are on the third phase. But it's also the third, it's the secret phase, the secret form of the third phase, actually.
Yeah. This phase, I've tried this phase before with no. Oh no.
Oh, I could have rolled. I tried to roll through it. That never happened.
Are the double jump over? I'm not really sure.
I won't try this phase with this small or something. Now it just makes it so much easier. Which is surprising because it's not.
My game just got like significantly louder. I don't know if I did that or.
Yeah, there's no really say that it's not really optimized. It's completely the opposite.
That's pretty tight.
Yeah, and a normal good time if you play this fight normally will be like a 52, but you can still find like Right, next up we have Warner. Warner would be my favorite boss personally if I wasn't running others. But they're really hard, so it's not.
A brawl is surely brewing. Here goes.
Oh, come on. That is. Please don't. I forgot.
There's gonna be a cap, and there's gonna be double damage.
I have no idea how to time that. Pretty good fight so far.
No quads, unfortunately.
Okay, man.
Man, imagine.
Oh, 49, that's really good. Dude, another star skip. Make it up for all those saves more time.
Alright, another orange heavy boss, at least from my memory. It's called Captain Brinybeard.
Boss is very
Um,
easy in this run.
Can you still get Dogfish and like it ruins the fight or whatever? I'm pretty sure Dogfish still loses a bunch of time, right?
Hold on.
No.
No?
Yeah, so there's like 4 different attacks if I remember correctly, and this one, just this one we were talking about, is the slowest one.
This
So
pattern
you
is
can
why I
kill-
cry at night.
Yeah, you can kill the boss in 3 cycles, and that one is just the longest one. So if you get the one, you're losing time. All this time he's losing because he's not taking any damage at this point.
Oh yeah, one thing if you did notice, if you have a pretty sharp eye, is that Briny ships just stops chewing before you get shot.
Oh, we still got it.
That's because Quincy already transitioned the boss to the 3rd phase.
Yeah,
So-
I can't really hear you all that well, but what I overdamaged him with a charge shot because at a certain point when he's supposed to transition as his last phase, he cannot take any more damage. But if he's on like the exact amount before he gets hit and you hit him with a charge shot, you do overdamage in the second or the last phase, and I actually did damage with those charge EXs when his uvula lunged forward. So that one cycle is much easier with this loadout than any other.
Alright, now Calamaria is a boss. The only female boss in the game.
Watch this. Oh, I didn't work that well, but I hope you saw what I was going for.
So Kala still can be hurt when she's going down. So Quincy shot an EX that does go down. So if it worked, that potentially probably would have followed Kala with him. Oh yeah, also, are we gonna do the thing? Oh no,
No, I like the damage more.
What you do there is if you Luigi swap and let go of shield, you can still shoot you can shoot normal bullets while you're like a stone. It's really cool. Nice. Alright, that trick Quincy does there, like just getting up in Cal's face, is actually much easier than it looks like.
Yeah, well that is sadly the last level we'll play on keyboard for this run, but it's not the last level of the run. Alright, so we have Phantom Express and King Dice and the Devil left, so hip hip hooray. This fight is notoriously annoying, but in this category, he's a big friendly ghost. Because he is like... I could probably beat this fight blindfolded. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's not that easy, but it's definitely significantly easier than it is in like the main category, 1.190%. Much easier in this.
Permission to tell my story of this fight?
Yes, Mark is a dedicated 1.1 runner, and he actually spent 10 months total learning this fight, because that's...
Like, not even joking.
Like, yeah, and he still practices it to this day.
Oh, and not sure if I'm doing myself good by mentioning this, but I lost a girlfriend to this ball.
Don't know if you should have brought that up. Anyway, we're on the last phase of Phantom Express, where he's actually a train. Nice. Oh my, dude, that was like a 104. That was really good. Also, I don't know if you guys saw that strat in the 3rd phase with the big lollipop-looking dudes. But I think that's like the coolest strat I've ever made. It looks, I don't know, it just looks so cool. Not to toot my own horn or whatever. Anyway, now we're gonna go gamble, so maybe we should just end the stream now because I think this is like not allowed on Twitch, but We're gonna go fight a pile of poker chips, a domino, and an 8-ball. How fun is that?
Wow, so fun.
Oh, dang. Not so
Okay,
fun
so
now.
these bonus hearts you see on the board, they're completely random, and you got one. So, yeah.
A great slam and then some.
And I believe depending on how many hearts you get, it will change up your strategy a little bit, because different amount of damage boosts you can do. Oh,
That is no joke, never seen him done that power. Okay,
oh,
I'm okay, guys. I'm not having a seizure. Anyways, Chips Bedekin, I was about to say he's probably the second easiest boss, but since I just took 2 hits, I'm not going to say that. So that is actually the hardest boss in the entire game. That's why I got hit twice there. Very difficult fight. Don't try it.
Here's a real
All right, we got a
it's on.
domino. That's about it. Next fight.
oh yeah. When you see,
I am so bad. If I die on King Dice,
Are we gonna do the fan service by doing the monkey?
if they want me to do monkey.
I'm monkeying, Jen, if you want us to be the monkey.
I'm not doing monkey, okay. Sad.
Come on,
Sadly,
man.
no monkey. Oh, it has a heart on it. That's pretty tempting, but I don't know.
But man, like Monkey only loses like 3 minutes, man. What? Come on, man.
No, we're gonna do the 8-ball because he's 10 times faster on this patch. So, on the oldest patch of this game, where if you play the game casually, you'll break the game because it's that buggy. There's a trick on the monkey where if you just go at a certain point and he goes off screen, he just dies instantly, and it skips that whole fight. And it's like, I don't know how it works honestly, because I don't play Legacy, because Legacy's for little babies. I'm sorry, I had something in my throat. But now we're coming up to the big man himself, King Dice.
Can we roll over for the fans though?
Oh, I missed it. Sorry. I was really trying for it. I swear. Dude, watch me. Like, I was about to roll like star over for like karma for that.
All right. Now this is the final phase of King Knight. If you're not very good at parrying, this can be hard, but you have challenge. So yeah, we just no-hit that phase currently.
It's a pretty good fight. No, it wasn't actually. Sub 2, man.
Well,
I'll take it. Hey, I'll take anything at this point. As long as I just don't die. If I died on King Dice, I would have retired on the spot. Alright, so this is the last boss. The devil. Now, you could say yes to the guy, but nah, we're gonna fight him.
Yeah, we fight supernatural beings.
Yeah, we're like
Without-
invincible ghost cups.
Good day for us.
Well, 4 HP invincible ghost cups, but, you know, close enough. Now, there's 2 patterns on this fight. There's one... Actually, they don't really matter too much on this category. No, that doesn't happen. There's two patterns that are main on this first phase are... He does, like, a dragon/snake attack, and then there's a spider. We don't want the spider. That's really bad. We got the spider. That's really bad. Actually, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad for this category.
Are you
But
getting the
reach-
glitch?
Bad.
Wait, can you get the glitch?
No. Well,
Oh,
we'll see. I don't think I've
that
never
looks
got. I
really
think I've
good.
gotten double glitch once. No.
No.
that
Oh,
was looking
dude,
so
I
good.
hate this guy. All right. Well, we were kind of close if you just round up the damage, kind of. Anyways, yeah,
Alright, but-
what Fabix was talking about is that if you just do enough damage in the first phase, oh my god, this RNG is so good. Oh wait, time's coming up right now on
Yeah, I was about
knockout.
to mention that.
And time!
Time. 44:31. Let's go.
Let's see what we got. 106 with the spider. Yeah, I love the spider. I don't like the spider. Well, I'd like to thank Mark and Fabix for helping me commentate this run. I could have done it without you guys, but, you know, I'll give you the credit that I couldn't have, but whatever. And that was all of the DLC and the base game beaten. Thank you.